Hey everybody, welcome to Meeks Bottom. What? Welcome to Meeks Bottom Line. I'm your girl Meek. I'm not in my usual
No
sports attire.
You
I'm just
find out you got a date after this segment.
I actually was just pulled, and I'm afraid if I put on a different shirt, I'm gonna get under the cover. And I got my husband Newt. I have OG Chuck
Hey,
and Big Boy Lloyd.
what's up, man?
What's up, fellas? So
Yeah,
we had
coming too, though, right?
yes, we have Key and Adrian that's supposed to be jumping on. So we're not going to wait for them. We're just going to jump into what happened with our Eagles yesterday. And now I myself was like, everybody just calm down. We're 10-2. But if it wasn't such a bad loss, I think that was the point that people just couldn't, move forward with, because the loss was it was humiliating, a little embarrassing at home. What went wrong?
I went with my gut feeling on Friday. I knew we was gonna lose. I just had that feeling.
What?
I just had that feeling. Sometimes you get that gut feeling before a game, you know,
And I knew
and
we were gonna lose.
yeah, that's what happens. I just get that gut feeling, and it happened as soon as I got off of work. I was like, oh God. I don't think they're gonna win. And then first half, I seen what they were doing. They were moving the ball, got the field goal and everything, but they just stopped running the ball. And the defense was out there asking for a life jacket because man, they was getting run down. The linebacker was getting toasted by what is it Debo and stuff. But I'm not worried about this loss at all. We're gonna get back on track next week.
You know what? I'm with Meek. It's no big deal. If I had to pick a game for them to win, it's the game coming up. The
Mm-hmm.
49ers aren't in our conference. If you would have told me that the Eagles would run the gauntlet, that they started off with Miami, Dallas, Kansas City, and San Francisco, and they only lost one game out of that, I'll take it. So I'm more into let's beat Dallas. Now,
That's right.
yesterday it was they got their butts whipped. The coordinators, both defensively and offensively, were outcoached by more experienced coordinators. That's going to happen. We still having growing pains, and they didn't tackle. Okay, they
Mm-mm.
didn't tackle, and look, we're weak at linebacker. Just why who did we just sign?
One today.
We
Yeah,
signed
right.
Shaq.
Because
We signed Shaq.
Zach didn't play, so we were like into our third or fourth string linebackers out there. But
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not into making excuses. The bottom line is the game is football. Okay.
Yeah.
Scoring touchdowns and tackling. We were in the red zone 2 times early. We came away with 2 field goals. Had the 49ers been behind, Purdy is a whole different quarterback, and Shanahan's a whole different coach. But we had the opportunity and we let it slip away and we didn't tackle. So we got our butts kicked, and now we know we got a lot to improve on. So
So
Mm-hmm.
what
let's just
about
beat the
getting away?
Cowboys.
Yeah, what about we got away from our run game? Because at the end of the day, we had
They were stopping the
yeah,
Yeah.
They
20,
stopping it.
Swift had 13, but you can't not stop running just because they're stopping you.
Yeah,
Eventually,
that's what I'm
Doing
saying.
that. We've been doing that
Well,
all year though.
I
They
know,
they
I
don't they
know.
don't use the run to set up the pass. And if they're not successful early with the run, they just go away from it. You
Yeah,
got to be diligent.
the
Guess what?
problem.
Because guess what? Even though you may not get the net yardage, the effect of your offensive line wearing their defensive line, their running back wearing out their linebackers. You
Mhm.
might break one in the third or fourth quarter, but we don't never soften nobody up. I don't know why they do that.
I don't know
yeah.
either, because it's really affecting. And for me, what about Adrian? I'm sorry, your thoughts.
Oh,
Welcome,
hey,
Adrian.
Hi,
Thank
I'm
you
sorry
for
I'm late.
Hey,
joining.
Adrian.
What's up,
Love,
Adrian?
love the background.
I know, right? We
Thank you.
need that. We need that.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess I echo the sentiments of everyone else. Like, I'm not um too disappointed. I actually not that I watched the game at all, but I was resolved to it just wasn't our night. And that's just simply how it was. I'm not even going to blame it so much on coaching because the coaches weren't out there missing those tackles. You know, the players didn't show up. I don't know what it was. I don't know what happened, but we needed that. And like you said, if we had it on any game, I wanted it last night as opposed to next week. So if this is the, you know, the butt kicking that we needed to have happen to get us, you know, remotivated, you know, get us, you know, so we think like it's not so easy to wake us up, you know, it's not gonna be a cakewalk, and I'll take it, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll take it. And again, you know, like I had to tell all, I mean, you see San Francisco fans, they wearing their jerseys and crap today and the sweatshirts. I was like, listen, it was the Super Bowl, it wasn't even a playoff.
Right.
No,
Yeah,
How about
Damn.
that?
that was their Super Bowl.
that was their Super Bowl, right? And
Well,
then-
that's your Super Bowl, and I feel bad for you because that was not the Super Bowl. Like you don't get a ring for that. That's just you,
wasn't.
that you caught the Eagles on a bad night. Don't begin to think that you're better because
Yeah, Adrian, I'll jump on what you just said. How you call it? Who's the security guard guy who be always with
Dom DeSandro.
You know, he told
Dom
he was coming in the inside the, you know, coming in after the game, he was telling him, yo, don't worry, we're gonna see him again. So, you know, we're gonna see him again.
Oh,
see him again.
if they're lucky, we're gonna
If
be
they're
there.
lucky, yeah.
Right.
If they're
if
lucky,
they're
we'll
lucky.
see them again.
Because they did lose 3 games prior to when we played them, so they not all that.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, Debo Samuels had called James Bradbury trash.
Mhm.
He called Philly fans his most hated team in the NFL. And remember, they all wore, I didn't see them arrive, but I heard they all wore black when they arrived. Like they were ready to whoop our behind. So they didn't.
What they thought they was
did.
the old
They did what they set out to
University of
do.
Miami, or what did they think they had going on?
Mike Tyson.
Well, they'll never be our most hated
No.
rivals because that
They don't even
reserved
care
for the
about that.
Cowboys, so they can hate us all they want.
I don't know, but you know what? I did see the camaraderie after the game where, you know, they were just saying, you know, it's a lot of trash talking, but I did see a lot of respect, you know, just by them just wishing each other well, like great game and whatever. I guess
That always
that's
happens.
just always part of the game.
They get us worked up and then they go break bread and slap fingers and, you know, laugh and yuck it up and we pissed off. You know what I mean? That's what happens. That's what happened.
I saw Jason Kelsey taking a picture with I don't know who it was, a player, and you know, they look like they were, you know, this is their job. It's their job. So we could have did a better job, but Jalen Hurts had 26 of 45 for passing for 298 yards. And our next game, like we said, is Dallas, and then after that we're at home. These night games, right?
Mhm.
Sunday night
love 'em.
football,
I love night
Seattle,
games.
Monday night football, and then on the 25th at home versus the Giants. So
how much you
Prime
think
time.
do with it? They said because they had we played those games back to back and they had the 10 days rest and all that stuff. You know, you think that came into play? That we was just tired?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
that
so.
came into play, and
Yeah.
I think we just had a letdown, and this
They
is
caught
going
up
to
to
humble us, like Adrian said, so we can get back and handle our business. We got humble. Okay.
Listen, the last few games weren't that great. I
No.
mean, we
Yeah, we won.
eked out a victory, but they
Mhm.
weren't that great. I mean, we were, listen, a field goal away from losing last week.
Yeah.
We haven't put a total game together yet. Really, if you want to be honest, there's
Right.
been no total game where the offense and the defense and the coaching staff all showed up on the same day. So
well, it's coming down.
I just think this is the wake up call that we needed, and the embarrassment that was handed to us at home.
Yeah. I'm just hoping that if they bring back Frank Wright as a consigliere, you know what I mean, to help the team, you know, and help the young offensive coordinator just to get some you know, new plays in there or something, because they look vanilla.
oh
Straight
yeah, I'm
vanilla.
all in that. I mean, really, Frank Wright wasn't too successful as a head coach, but he was a
Mhm.
great coordinator when he was here. So
Yes, he was.
his
And
input will
that's my
definitely be beneficial.
Yeah, and Ertz, and we do miss Goddard. I miss Goddard.
Oh, we
Yeah.
definitely missed the tight end. That was
Oh,
our
big
safety
time.
valve. We definitely miss him. Absolutely.
Mhm.
But they played us very well yesterday. And you see Jalen, he was in the pocket for a long time. He had time, but
two
no
of
one
them
was
sacks
open.
out.
Nobody over.
When does he ever slip like that? When does he ever slip? Like it
I
was,
knew it was. I knew it was over when he slipped and nobody hit him. I said, "It's not going to be
this
our
not gonna be
day."
good. This not gonna be a good night.
In fact, Kevin and I had watched the game. We were watching, what game was that? The game that was on before the Eagles came on. And the quarterback was holding the ball, like he was in the pocket for a long time, and he wound up getting sacked.
Like,
And I was like, what? Oh, Jalen would never do that. Like, eventually he would throw the ball out of bounds, or, and sure enough, he did that twice. Just held the ball in the pocket
Yeah.
and couldn't find, trying to direct traffic, and then wind up losing so much yardage.
That was the ghost of Carson Wentz.
oh, I'm gonna tell you one. When we got in the red zone those two times and only got 3, I felt we was in trouble then, because I'm like, you can't be just get 3 when you
Yeah,
Nah.
because you
They
have
gotta
6
score that
and they
touchdown.
score and we're losing.
Right.
You know
Mhm.
what I mean? It's like, okay, now we're down. Like that, you
Yeah.
can't live off of field goals.
Now,
Mhm.
did you guys think, or was it me? There were a couple calls that were made before, while we were in the process of trying to score, that I think pass interference wasn't called on.
And a holding wasn't called, but there's gonna be calls that's missed all the time.
Like it was
All the
On
time.
both sides.
The one when it was offsides after he caught the ball in the end zone, remember? And then they called offsides on.
It took forever to make the call.
Yeah, it was
Sweat.
like, I was like,
Who you talking about?
before the
We
pass
talking about Sweat when he went
Yeah.
off sides?
exactly.
Yeah.
Like 2 minutes after the play was over, they called.
Yeah.
And he had the craziest look on his face. He was like, I mean, it just looked like he was a deer. He just wasn't looking alert, Sweat. He was just like, yeah.
Well, they were saying too in the radio WIP, they were saying that there was only like 39 yards thrown to Slay's side and about almost 28 yards on this guy's side. Who's our other cornerback?
Cornerback.
Yeah, cornerback. Who's the Bradbury? Yeah, the
Oh,
Bradbury. So all the plays was in the middle or on the side. So
yeah, between
you know.
Bradbury and Blankenship, they weren't worth shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
But see, a lot of that stuff should have never got to them, because a lot of those plays were like dump off passes, and Devo just took them for a lot of yardage, because once again those tackles
And
weren't
Kittles
made.
too. Kittles was killing us too.
When Blankenship is getting a lot of tackles, that means we aren't playing good D, because that means the linebackers aren't making penetration.
Okay. Well, it all sounds good.
Well, we
Well,
better get that
actually,
new
it sounds
linebacker.
bad,
Let's
but we hope to have a better. Well, we know we're going to have
We
a better
already know.
game. I already know, against Dallas, and we're looking forward to that, because honestly, I saw that Seattle Dallas game. It was very unimpressive. I mean, they were battling in that game against. It was a good bad game, because neither of them impressed me, and I think we should beat them both. So,
Well, Dallas beat a team that's now 6-6. That's the highlight of this season, because anybody that was better than them beat them. So
and what's the quarterback? His wheels are horrible. Like you could tell one good hit, and
Who you talking about? Dak
yeah,
Prescott?
yeah. I couldn't
the
even-
Eagles should be able to
I'm
get
like,
to him. The Eagles should be able to get to him.
They should. He ran this play, ran to the sidelines during the game, and he just looks like he is almost hurt. So hopefully we can take him out.
Well, they talking him up as the MVP now.
Yeah.
They're really talking him up. So
Yeah, they put Purdy in there too.
And then Purdy, right?
yeah.
Yeah, they definitely singing Purdy's praises.
Oh yeah.
To me, I'm not impressed with him at all. Not impressed with him at all.
He's in a great system. He probably has the best offensive talent in the league. Okay. So he should
Better
be
than ours,
okay.
Chuck?
Say it again.
Better than ours?
I think their weapons of McCaffrey, Debo, and what's the wide receiver? Oh, the tight end, Kelsey. Not Kelsey. What's his Kittles?
Kittles.
Okay. Those are surefire touchdown threats every time they touch the ball. And Shanahan always has a great system. I mean, what was the quarterback before Purdy?
Oh, you had who's the young kid?
Garoppolo. What was his name?
Yeah, Garoppolo.
Yeah, but the other young
that
kid
system
too.
made Garoppolo good, and Garoppolo's not really that good. So he's in a good scheme, and they have weapons. But once again, we just didn't tackle.
Oh, those tackles are horrible. Yeah.
They had them. They made me put some type of oil or something on their jerseys or something. You couldn't catch them.
It was slippery.
It was slick.
Yes. Well, thank you, crew, for that. Let's move on to the Sixers.
Yeah,
They're
you
playing
know,
tonight?
the Sixers,
This-
I'm not big on moral victories and losses, but I was impressed with that bench.
That
I mean,
Boston
we get
game.
all our pieces. I was really impressed. Everybody that he put out there
They were
stepped up.
balling.
You know, I'm a big Pat Bev fan. I hate him when he's on the other team, but when he's on your team, I mean, he's a junkyard dog. They love him. He inspires them. He shows up. And I mean, everybody showed up. Bomba showed up. The Twins showed up.
Yeah,
So
they looked real good.
Wait,
and
what
we
game was
had
that?
a chance to win.
I was about to say, didn't we lose? I'm like, what game was that?
We lost, but we played damn good not to have
Yeah, they played real good.
So it was a close game. We lost one.
Oh, Boston, the Boston game, right?
25 to 119. Joel and Tyrese were out with illness. Pat
Tyrese didn't play?
26.
Yeah.
Milton had 21. Tobias had 14. Reed 14. Morris Sr. 13. Covington 18. And Mo Bamba 11. So yeah, it was a great game. They just came just an inch from winning that game. Great game it was.
3 points.
And then
I was watching. I didn't watch the game, but I was following it on my phone. I had to get stuff done, but it was close.
It was very close, and then we lost to the Pelicans and Zion Williamson. Well, yes, Zion had 33 points.
So he's in shape, huh? He's not chubby anymore.
Yeah, he's in shape. But that was a game where they were just too big inside. I mean, we had no chance without Embiid in a game like that. They were just too big.
Yeah, I agree. And it's funny how CJ McCollum, he really does play us very well. And he was coming back from a partially collapsed lung. So
how that happened?
Sidelined him for 12 games, and he came back. He scored 28 points, 20 points in 28 minutes against us.
What, he was swimming or something?
It happened in the basketball game. I think it was just a freak thing where he got an elbow or something.
Yeah.
Man, wow, that's crazy.
Yep. So I guess are we not playing till Wednesday because of the end season tournament?
We shouldn't be playing until
because we're not playing till Wednesday. And
we're playing right. Because
are we eliminated for that tournament?
Yeah, we're eliminated.
Yeah.
Because on my tickets I had for the game Friday. When they play the Hawks, either Thursday or Friday, it said to be determined. Really, if they would have been winning, they would have been in Vegas instead of playing the home game with the Hawks this week.
You know, it's almost good because Embiid can rest some more.
Does whatever's going on, and though COVID's not as present as it was before, these other colds are really lingering. So I'm hoping that Maxie and Joel feel better. Because we
You really believe they're sick?
Oh yeah, Maxie is definitely sick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They got the flu. I believe they have the flu.
But they got the flu? They got the flu?
Yeah, they got the flu.
I had the flu and I went to work.
What?
Yeah, me too.
But you don't want them infecting the rest of the team, do you?
They did shots and stuff.
In fact, that Boston game, they said it was several people that was on the bench that wasn't feeling good. They were there, but they were feeling good. It was a lot. It was several of them.
They knew. How many times we went to work in the cold? Sick.
I don't go to work when I'm sick. Rule number one.
How you supposed to get rid of it if you don't take it to work?
What? So pass it off to somebody else?
Yes.
That's the employee right there that I'm afraid of. Because I'm like,
you don't want to keep it in your house. You Spread it out.
I'd be like, if you don't go
Show
home
some love. Show some love.
Somebody gave it to you.
and you get the flu, and you get the flu, and you get no.
Oh,
But
Oh boy,
oh,
that's funny.
come back.
yeah, I was saying, Ombre is coming back this weekend. Is that-
Yeah, he plays on Wednesday. Kelly playing, and he don't want to talk about details. He said what he said, and that's that.
But look, the Sixers
You already know what happened.
Sixers supported him. He know
That's
he ain't
right.
supposed to be. He know he ain't supposed to be riding those bikes.
He like,
Okay.
stop bringing it up. Now
So
I got a
we'll
job.
keep him. We'll keep him, and Morial lowball him on his next contract. He said, we supported you. Now I'm just going to take about 10, 12 million off this next contract.
But ain't he at the one league minimum as it is? He only, well, I don't know how much he's making, but he only has like a 2-year contract, something like that.
1 year. 1 year.
1 year.
But I'm saying he going to lowball him because he was going to get paid. But hey, the Sixers supported him. So hey, show some love back.
Show some love, Kelly.
Yeah, because I think if they would have found
Kelly
him for
Oubre.
riding the bike,
He could have voided his contract could have
Could
been
have been
voided
voided.
because he's not supposed to be riding.
Yeah.
I don't know. And he said he just loved them little bikes. I said, you crazy, man.
Over the NBA, that's what I don't understand. You rather, because if you want to be whatever they call them, dirt bike riders, go. You think you're gonna make the NBA money riding that dirt bike?
You're gonna turn
Put it
pink when
down.
you hit the floor.
Put it
Look,
down.
Look, all you got to do is ask Jason Williams from the
Exactly. Well, that
Chicago
was a
Bulls.
motorcycle though. Wasn't it a
He lost
motorcycle?
he lost his whole
His whole career. Whole career.
career.
Yep.
It's not worth it. Look, ride after you retire. You can ride to your heart's content after you retire.
Yeah, right.
If I was his wife, I'd be like, listen, boy.
You knew. Remember that? Remember that boxer, that up and coming boxer from Puerto Rico, and then he was really good, and then he got into riding the motorcycle. He just became like a vegetable. Remember that?
Wow.
Yeah, he was in the accident.
It's just not a good idea, especially
No.
when it's black and white on your contract that
Yeah.
do not ride
All right.
recreational vehicles.
That was riding dirty.
Mhm.
All right, Kelly Oubre, do better. Do better.
That's right.
And hopefully the Sixers will do better on Wednesday. And boxing. Ding ding.
That's Snoop's area. He's the
That's
expert.
right.
Oh, yeah, that's me. Oh no, we got Devin Haney coming up, and who is it? Regis Prograde.
Yes, that's what
Yeah.
you told me.
Yeah,
Regis Building?
it's gonna be
Yeah,
this Saturday.
Haney's gonna do his thing.
What weight class is that?
Welterweight.
Okay.
No, you look really suspicious.
I'm looking.
He's like,
I'm
well,
just waiting to see. Look, it's one of them fights. I'm just waiting to see the fight. I'll let you know by the time they get in the ring who I think will win.
Are you enthusiastic about it, or you don't think it's?
Yeah, I think it should be a good test for Haney.
Okay.
Yeah, Prograde, what, like 27-1 with like 25 knockouts? He ain't.
Okay. Okay.
and
You're new. Can I ask you a question? Is it Haney and Tank on the same weight?
Yeah, they like one weight class up or down. You know, if they wanted to make the fight, they could. It's like 140 and 135. I mean, 130, 135.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
all playing
Right
between
there.
130 and 140 right now.
Okay.
okay,
That'd be a great fight. That'd be a great fight.
great fight. Okay.
Yeah.
And what about the fight Ryan Garcia?
Huh?
Ryan Garcia fought this past week, right?
Oh, yeah. Ryan Garcia.
He came back and fight.
Actually, yeah. Well, he did fight this weekend, and he fought this guy who was supposed to have been a power puncher, but he beat the guy in the 8th round. He stopped him.
Wow.
So the controversy with him is because
Because Bernard and Golden Boy and De La Hoya, you know, they haven't been promoting him properly, and ever since the fight that he lost against Tank, and they didn't show up to the press conference.
So is he still under their umbrella, or?
Well, Nard had made a comment of he may want to think about, is this going to be his last fight? Fighting, you know, either
Right.
under Golden Boy or fighting period. And then at the press conference was when Ryan Garcia, he went in on De La Hoya and Nard, talk about, like, you know, he don't think they really got his best interests at heart, and you know, they didn't show up for him the last time, and Nard don't have to say on if he's going to retire or not. yeah. If you see the press conference, you can see De La Hoya in the background making all these faces like
Like, what is he talking
over
about?
Bernard, like, where is this coming from? But yeah,
He didn't allow him in his dressing room, and there's
yeah,
a lot
all
of
that stuff.
a lot of controversy with Ryan Garcia
And Golden Boy.
and Golden Boy. So,
And it was rumored that Mayweather was going to try to maybe steal him.
Snatch him up.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Floyd Mayweather.
Man.
mhm.
Like, they ain't treating you right over there. Come over here.
So,
Now,
stay tuned, huh?
That's pretty interesting because the last fight when he fought Haney, who did he fight last?
Tank.
When he fought Tank, he was all about the look. He's got 1 million followers, and he's got the look. He's a handsome guy, the hair, getting his hair cut, and he was all about the image. So this fight, he switched trainers.
Yes.
And now he's about moving up, like being taken more serious as a boxer. So this last fight, in fact, I did watch it. It did go quite a distance, and it did look like a pretty good fight.
It looked like a pretty good fight, but it didn't look like a pretty good fight. In other words, because he kept trying to do the Mayweather, shoulder roll and all that, but it paid off. He caught the ball slipping and finished him.
Okay. A win is a win, right?
Win is a win. Of course, I fell asleep on that slip, so I didn't.
What else? What else is new?
What else is new? I saw the first.
She was talking about Ryan won. What happened?
I was like, I'm going to bed. And so, but that is with boxing.
So we doing some research down there, Adrian. What you reading? Did I get the stuff right? Is that what happened?
That's what happened. You were on the money.
So I just was like, neither of them fought last week. They're making this up. So we will stay tuned for Haney and Progress and Progray.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's gonna be good though. He's from Louisiana. It's gonna be a good fight. We'll see.
All right. Well, we will tune in next week.
Haney's moving up to fight him for his belt.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that update. I have to restructure his contract because he seems like he's a little on the drop. But thank you, crew, for joining me on this Monday. We want the Sixers and the Eagles to have a winning week. It was tough last week, even though Sixers were close with our bench. A win is better than a loss.
That's right.
All the time.
That's right.
So go Sixers, go Eagles.
Flyers is fourth in our division. In our division.
Okay.
In our conference.
This just in. Thank you.
At least we talking about them this year.
I know. Last year, no, they was down the toilet.
Let them go. They're in the bottom. Yeah, they're doing better than what. And we signed Nola. Did we say that last week?
Yeah, we said
Any other movement with the Phillies?
No, right now they're going to start the winter meeting soon. So right there's going to be a lot of talks and trades and people getting signed. So that's coming up soon.
All right, well, let's stay tuned because listen, it'll be spring training before you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go.
Thanks, crew. That's the bottom line. And stay tuned for more Eagles updates next week as we
celebrate a Eagle victory over the Cowboys.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, none of us will be wearing
dancing in the star.
Yeah,
they're gonna be here.
That's the bottom line.
Starring Meek Noop, Adrian Chuck, Big Boy Lloyd.